Always so messy. Hi, good morning everybody, and welcome to your Tuesday morning. I'm sorry I am 2 minutes late because I had to go and get it. I had to get my coffee, and I just thought this will definitely increase the quality of the class. Need to just find the words there this morning. So I don't know why, but I feel really tired this morning, more so than yesterday. But I'm loving yesterday's drawing thing. I think it's so fun. I just worked on it a little bit more after the stream, but surprised by how much I like that. I think it's really good. So today I've got a really chill, nice drawing for us to do that you can put your own spin on as always. But I was trying to find kind of interesting new things, and then I just thought, you know what, sometimes you just need to just have a bit of a chill and keep it simple. So that's what we're doing today. So I hope that you all had, hi Catherine, I hope that you all had nice Mondays. You got through the first day of the week, so you're doing well. So let's spin you around. Also, my hair yesterday was mad. Anyway, let's spin you around. So we have a portrait set up today. So we have the shortest edge down here and then the longest edge there. But you can do this on any shape paper. Doesn't really matter today. You can just adapt it to however you're going. And I'm just going to start today by drawing about four shapes at the base of my page. So all of these shapes are going to be different, but they can be any shapes you like, and they're going to be they can be any size, but I'm going to do them up to about here, so maybe like a third of the page of the way up. So I'm just going to start by doing sometimes when I can't think of shapes, I think of letters. I'm going to do like an upside down T shape, but kind of they're all going to have like a straight base there. They're all going to come up. So an upside down T. And it's a little bit on the wonk. Doesn't matter at all. And this one. Do like a big pebble. But yeah, you can do whatever you want. And you can either leave the top bits open or you can close them. I'm going to leave them open for now. They can touch as well, these shapes. They don't have to be separate. Do another little one. Yeah, 4 shapes like that. It can be more, it can be less, depending on how wide your page is. This page is like a little bit different dimensions to like a standard A4 or A5, so you may be a bit thrown by that. Okay, and now I'm going to draw some shapes behind these shapes. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes behind these shapes, just poking out behind. So just going to fill up my composition. And I was going to say, I'm just going to make sure that the bottom of these shapes don't come in front of the bottom of these shapes. So this is quite a tight situation there. So I'll show you here. This is the base of the new shape. So it looks like it's behind. Like that, just poking through. And you can be a little bit lazy about what shapes they actually are because they're poking through. Like that. Did I do 4 shapes behind? Yeah, I did. 4 shapes behind. Okay. And now I want you to decorate these shapes, but I'm going to keep it really simple. So basically, I've been inspired by my amazing friend, Jo Rutherford. Sorry. And so I've got this gorgeous little vase here. I mean, how cute is that? On the scale of 1 to cute, it's just the cutest. Am I right? So I'm getting inspiration from this. So she's got this really simple face where it's just a nose and 2 eyes, and then a little mouth like that, and then cheeks. So I've been inspired by this because I want to create a row of vases with little expressions on them. And so I'm going to keep it really simple. We've done a lot of expression work before. So I'm just going to start with each of the noses and do different shapes, different directions. Go a bit funky. But because these are vases and they're not actual people, we can keep it real relaxed, right? We don't have to worry about getting the faces right. You can even just do them all with their eyes closed. You could do big eyes, little smiling mouth. You can do, you know the drill by now. Let's do a person with really big lips, comparatively. And cheeky little smile there, how cute. But we're not going to spend forever on this because we have a lot more work to do, my friends. Like that. Okay, so I have my little army of vases. Vases, how do you pronounce it? I can't even speak English. So now we have to have things coming out of them. So for example, I have my little Billy button plant here. I have this little guy, which is usually there. Excuse the loud noise outside if you can hear. And so my technique to do this is to just draw lots of things going on and then draw the stalks in later so that you're not like caught up by the stalks. But you can. See, the reason I left the top bits open is so you can do little kind of vase-like details. But I'm going to close all of these up now. Give them all little hats. And then you could, if it helps your mind to work, you could just draw kind of like the suggestion of one stem coming out from each at the base. But obviously you can continue and add more to these, and they can have bits coming off them as well, if that helps you kind of bulk up your drawing a little bit. I don't know. Then I'm just going to start by picking your favorite flowers or your favorite shapes, or even just leaves. So I'm thinking like big sunflower in the middle, because who doesn't love a sunflower? And you can look at the flowers around you, or you can just make it up like I am, drawing like a child. How freeing to draw like a child. Isn't that the aim of all of this? To just free yourself up, allow yourself to let go of any expectation of whatever you're drawing and just be free, like a person who isn't drawing for Instagram likes or instant gratification from people walking past them. This is just for you. So boom, massive. It's taken over the whole composition. That's okay. And then we're going to do another one up here. Slightly smaller one maybe. And so you could fill this whole page with flowers and leaves. I'm going to do like a lily here. It's like a heart shape with a little knobbly stick poking up. That's my lily. Yeah, or you can keep it quite simple and just do some kind of small seed-like leaf shapes, which we are all a fan of. But I know florals can sometimes seem a bit bland and a little bit boring, especially when you're used to painting cool stuff like this. Oh, thank you very much. But sometimes it's nice to just get lost in the ease of mark making, and you can't really go wrong because any kind of mark that you make or any kind of shape that you draw could be, you know, a form of nature. Let's think of other shapes. We can do some big leaves. So there's no wrong answers, which is what you want sometimes, right? You just want to escape into the ease of creating something that you're not going to worry about too much. Sorry, I can't. Talking while getting in the zone. Just come out speaking in small little bursts of okay. So, I mean, a lot's going on and I can build this up. I hope that you're enjoying building yours up too. And let's put just some marks. Just some marks like that coming up from these. Sometimes I don't even want to draw flowers, you know. I'm going to try and join up, give a bit of context to the floating flower heads. Doesn't really have to make sense, but so that they're not just floating. And it looks like a gorgeous day here in Berlin. The sun is out, there's a nice cool breeze, and yeah, it's feeling pretty fresh. It's been getting warm, hot to go to sleep here, which is nice. Well, yesterday it started really grey, but the sun came out eventually. I went out in jeans and I was fine on the way, like out of my journey. And then on the way back, the sun was strong on my black jeans. And I regretted that decision a little bit. But you live and learn, don't you? Black jeans, honestly. The absolute worst thing to be wearing on a hot day. It wasn't so bad. I went and got some apples because this is so boring. You can mute me, by the way, if you want to. because I love apples and I never ever really eat them anymore. I used to, at the end of every shift, buy a delicious apple or have an apple with me if I was organised to eat on my walk home, and it was just like the freshest, lushest thing ever. I'm going to put some big leaves behind this sunflower. Now, who agrees that apples are just the best when they're crisp, when they've been in the fridge, and they're so juicy? You can't beat them, in my opinion. But when they're bad, then they're bad. True story. So this looks very different from my original sketch, but that's okay. I'm allowing that to happen in my... Yes, I will allow that to happen. That's okay. It just goes to show that you come up with different strokes and marks when you're not really thinking too much about it and just filling in the space. So if you... Mine's looking quite busy now, so I think I might leave it for that kind of adding bits and bobs. Maybe just adding a few... I can't help myself, can I? A few little pow bits that we all know and love. And you can also come down and decorate these guys. Although I think because I've made mine quite full in my original illustration, when I wasn't talking about boring stories like having hot jeans, I kept this bit quite clear, and I just had like a few key flowers, but I went off on a rant and I didn't stop myself. So now it looks really busy. So instead of decorating these bits, I'm just gonna maybe add a few decorations like this to the base of one of them because I can't help myself. And then I'm going to just paint them nice pastel-y colours, I think. Just give him a bit of a beard, a bit of a tash. Very trendy. And maybe some eyebrows as well, because yeah, just like that. And then I'll just level it out and have kind of a couple of lines on this one. Just so that he's not the only one. With a bit of decoration. But you guys do you. See, already I don't like how busy that looks. I'm going to leave it there and do some painting. Woo. I also need to link my friend because she makes these gorgeous ceramics. She makes lots of lovely stuff. Honestly, I just want to buy all of her things. And her Instagram handle, which I would strongly recommend you follow, is Joey... So if you just type that into Instagram, you'll find her profile and you can see all of her amazing vases. She does like hand vases, cats, ghosts, like really cool stuff. So I'd recommend checking her out. She also has an Etsy store and she does ship internationally. At least I think she does. I bought this when I went last time to London at the little makers market that she goes to. And it's amazing. Anyway, let's do some painting. So I want a nice pastel-y kind of light, really soft colours down here. Just going to paint over the whole thing. But not only does she do beautiful work, she's also one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met. She's very cool, but like not cool like, you know, too cool for school, although she is, but she would never like say that about herself. But she is just a lovely human, you know, one of those. And you're like, how did you come about? I love it when you meet people and like they're super talented, but they're also really lovely. But I've met a lot of people like that in my life because I always worked in the art material industry, not the art industry, because that's not my industry so much, but the art material industry where everyone's like proper nerdy about their paint or their pens or their paper or their clay or whatever, photography. People in the art shops, usually pretty nice. And it's not like going shopping to like a clothes shop where people are just like, eh. But generally people who work in art shops tend to be really into the topic, so you can chat to them for ever. I'm going to keep kind of to the blue tone, so I'm going for like a grey for this last one, about the product, and it's really helpful and fun. At least in my opinion it was. I used to get really excited when I worked in an art shop and people would come in and say, oh, I'm going to start oil painting, because at that time I was using oils. And so then, and oil painting, obviously, not obviously, maybe not obviously, takes a lot to get started. You have to kind of consider a lot of things. So it's like, okay, buckle up, person. Let's talk you through what you're going to need to start this oil painting journey. And then you spend like 2 hours explaining everything. And it's really fun. And then they're like, oh yeah, thanks very much. I'm going to order it off Amazon. No, I'm joking. That never really happened. But always pretty nice. And the staff rooms of your art shop are always full of like people's drawings and like little creative things. And you used to get to do like team building, I suppose, where you do like drawing challenges and stuff. Super geeky maybe, but best kind of retail in my opinion. So moving over to the pinks, I tried to do the kind of merge from grey, bluey green, purple to pink. Did I pull it off? Maybe. So I've just made them look a lot lighter than I could because I've used a lot of water. And that's how I've got the kind of lighter versions of these colours. I'm going to do a little brown or ochre. Beigey colour there on the end. Now I have two choices. I could either paint the whole background, wait for it to dry, and then go back in and add detail. That would be the easiest way to do it. Or I could go in and just paint a few little bits and then go around and do the background really roughly. Sorry, I just had to get my coffee in me. Or actually I could also just kind of draw around the flowers, but that might make it look a little bit too busy. What is she going to do? I am going to paint. I'm just going to paint some key flowers for now. I can't think it through. I'm going to just get some luscious mustardy colour and paint this sunflower because it's screaming at me. And yellow is just such a nice colour. I definitely have rediscovered yellow recently. It's bright. Oh yeah, so I didn't shut the windows today, my lovely friends, but I hope that the sound quality has been acceptable and you haven't been getting loads of like cars driving around, or I did this on purpose because I'm going to paint that dark, by the way, or lots of other, like aggravating noises. If so, then just let me know, because then next time I will close the windows again. I half forgot today and half thought, well, it's so nice having a breeze, and there were no workmen outside today, so I thought, might get away with it. I think that we have. Just picking out some of these guys, my statement yellow colour. In fact, what I might do, see, as you make things, ideas come to you. Good bit of advice to just start. This is what this is about, kind of just getting you going, and then hopefully ideas will come flooding into your mind. What I might do is just keep the yellow as the colour of all of the flowers and just do green, like light green stems. And then, oh, thank you, Catherine. And then that's it. Just have yellow and green on the top bit, because otherwise it's going to be too hectic, maybe. It's always a struggle for me to just not put all the colours in. I always just get super greedy and want to use all the colours, but maybe I'll try and restrict myself a little bit. Is that all of the little flowers? I think so. There's not too many, are there? Alrighty. So a little quick. I'm gonna go in with, what colour is this? Lots of random colours mixed together. I want a bit of indigo, deep indigo, for the centre, which is usually black. Yeah. I might just add a bit of shading here to kind of balance that out. Because this pot's already grey. So I was painting like a portrait yesterday, and like it just came to me that the act of painting, or watercolor painting at least, really is like laying on color and then lifting color away. That's all you're doing all the time, putting color in, taking color out until it's the right balance. That is how I feel this will be going as well. So I'm just going to drop in a few bits of colour. I want this kind of light green though, and I've got a muddy palette, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve that. I might have to clean my palette a little bit and come back to this a bit later, but I'll add in a little bit of watery green for now, because leaves are green. We must stick to the rules. That was a weird joke, by the way. Just saying you can paint them whatever colour you want. There are no rules. But just trying to do them really light colour. See that they're just subtly kind of there. You're like, oh yeah, they're leaves, but look at these cool pots. Look at that gorgeous sunflower. Oh yeah, I've got those ones. 9. And then I could come in and add kind of extra bits to the background with other colours maybe. I don't really like leaving a background white. Maybe I'd do like a soft pink background or more colours towards this end of the spectrum to finish it off. Maybe I just leave it. Maybe paint this pink, the lily bit. Paint these leaves really quickly and then we will call it a day for our Tuesday's edition of these sessions. Nice soft application. Boom, boom, boom. A little bit pink. See how that looks. It's actually a really nice colour, like a dusty, almost brown pink. Really gentle. And this bit that I forgot to do. A little bit girly today, but that's all right. And boom. I'll leave it there for now because we are at 32 minutes. So sorry I went over a little bit, guys. But I hope that you liked painting your cheeky little pots inspired by Joey Withers. Oh, her name's Joey Rutherford, but her Instagram's Joey Withers. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed your pots with stuff. Maybe you've done things that aren't flowers coming out of them. I'll be intrigued to see. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know your feedback as always. Tomorrow I will have another cheeky little drawing up my sleeve for our Wednesday. And yeah, I hope you have amazing Tuesdays. Take care of yourselves and let's get that end stream button. I need an assistant to hit the end stream button for me because otherwise I have to do it anyway. Bye.